This video has been produced to assist staff and people with developmental disabilities and their families in identifying, managing, and eliminating various abusive situations. Some of the individuals with developmental disabilities acting in the video are part of the YAI Players, an acting troupe comprised completely of individuals with disabilities. They have agreed to act in this video because of their understanding of how abuse can hurt individuals and also because of their commitment to helping others, staff, family members, and most importantly, individuals with developmental disabilities who may find themselves in situations similar to those portrayed in the video. What is abuse? For those of you working in the field of mental retardation and developmental disabilities, what is seen as abuse may be unintentional and not easily recognized. For family members, the possibility of abuse is frightening and unsettling. The purpose of this video is to explore some common situations you may face as a staff person and to help you understand how they may become abusive and how they can be avoided. First, you will see an interaction between a staff person and an individual with a developmental disability. See if you think this is an abusive situation.
Hey, what's going on? You're late again.
Sorry, I'm late.
You're such a goofball these days. You're missing all your appointments. Come on. You can't do stupid things like this.
I know.
Where's your paper?
I'll
Writing down
take
the appointments? You don't got it?
No,
You can't do stupid things like that. Come on. You gotta play it smart. Pretty soon we're gonna be going on interviews, right?
Yeah.
Okay? When you go on these interviews, you have to be on time. Can't be a goofball coming in the middle of the interview, messing everything up. All right? Tomorrow we're going to interview, maybe at 2 o'clock. I want you to be in by 11. Okay? This way you don't miss it again.
Okay.
Okay?
Alright.
Okay, you gotta wisen up a little bit. All right? All right.
I'll be on time.
You be on time? All right.
Good.
Is this an abusive situation? Why or why not? What do you think the impact of the staff person's language was on the individual he was speaking to? Let's hear from both people about their perception of what occurred.
Were you aware of how JP felt after your meeting with him today?
Yeah, it was.
What do you think happened?
Well, basically, he missed his appointment again.
Right.
And I kind of showed him what the right thing to do was. And he kind of left feeling good, letting him know what to do.
JP, how did you feel after coming out of that meeting with Jack?
It was kind of awkward for me because all those names teasing me.
It was awkward?
It was awkward for me because it's really hard to see myself being dumb, stupid, and retarded.
You don't like hearing those words, right?
I don't like it at all.
Well, with me and JP, we have this sort of relationship. So, when I'm calling him stupid or dumb, he knows what I mean. I'm not really calling him stupid or dumb. I'm just kind of joking around with him.
Yeah, what names particularly bothered you?
Like dumb, stupid, retarded.
Oh, so you heard dumb and stupid as being called?
Being called retarded.
Yeah.
And because it's hard for me to hear those names again because I've been called that names before when I was a kid.
Well, what did you say to him?
I may have said once or twice that what he did was dumb. He missed his appointments. I said, what a dumb thing to do.
So you weren't calling him dumb, you said he did a dumb thing?
Yeah.
I was feeling a little upset. All these names have been called.
Okay.
And doesn't recognize myself being all those names.
Okay, so you don't want people calling you those names?
No, I don't.
Even if they're trying to help you?
Yeah.
This is considered to be psychological abuse. Psychological abuse is defined as the use of verbal or nonverbal expression or other actions which subject a person to ridicule, humiliation, or contempt, or is otherwise denigrating. After their meeting, the individual with disabilities confronted the staff person.
JP, I heard you wanted to speak with me. So,
Yes.
What happened? I heard you were really upset.
Yes. All those names you said to me because it's really hurt my feelings and hurts me a lot. Because all those names you told me is because when I was in school, a lot of people called me names. Really names, like bad names, calling me retarded, telling me stupid, and I didn't really like it. It hurts my feelings. When me and you was talking about it, it's like that hurts me a lot more.
So when I said, first of all, what I meant to say was, like, not that you were dumb and not that you were retarded, just that I wanted you to learn from what you did, but it wasn't the right thing to say.
Mm-hmm.
So when I said you were dumb or what you did was dumb, you thought I meant I was calling you retarded.
Yes.
Okay. And you didn't like that?
No, I didn't. I really didn't like it at all.
Okay.
Because a lot of people was calling me names, and it was like back then, a lot of people calling me names. I just didn't like it. It hurts me a lot. And all those names flash me like memories of back in the days, calling me names, goofball, telling me stupid. I didn't really like it at all.
Right.
I was hoping I'd have to hear it again at all.
Well, definitely, like, I won't be calling you names again,
Mm-hmm.
and I want to remind you, like, about what happened long ago. I'm here to, like, work with you, so that won't happen again.
Mm-hmm.
I am sorry. I didn't realize I was hurting your feelings.
Yes.
Um,
It hurts a lot. And hope you can work this out and not calling each other names. And it hurts me a lot for calling names.
okay.
Let's work this out as friends.
Okay. Definitely, JP.
This scene is an example of what could be seen as psychological abuse. There are also several other kinds of abuse which can occur when working with people who have developmental disabilities. These include physical, neglect, sexual abuse, seclusion, and mistreatment. We will examine each form of abuse in this video by showing common situations in which they might occur. First, we will look at psychological abuse, which can be the most subtle and often the most unrecognized by staff.
Gregory, what are you doing? You know you have to go upstairs and take a shower. After this is over, please go upstairs and take a shower, okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Gregory, what are you doing? You haven't moved yet. Let's go. You have to go upstairs right now and take a shower.
Watch TV.
No.
Hey.
Let's go.
Come on.
Right now.
Is this an abusive situation? Why or why not? Even though Donna did not intend to be abusive, her tone and her turning off of the TV could be seen as abusive because of the impact it had on Gregory. As a staff person, your perception of how you are treating an individual you work with might be very different from how the individual sees it. What impact do you think this had on the person? Why do you think the staff person used that tone? Let's hear what Gregory and Donna felt after this last encounter.
She's being mean or rude or something.
Yeah, she was being rude
Yeah.
because she turned off the.
She turned on the TV. She ordered to me to go to take a shower.
What were you feeling at that point when you were trying to get him to take a shower and he just wanted to watch TV?
I felt a little defeated. I mean, I know that it's my job to help facilitate, him doing what he usually does and, to make sure he maintains his routine. And, I felt a little bit beat there.
I wanted to be like politely. I mean, something.
Okay, so you want to be treated more politely?
More politely.
I understand that he wanted to watch TV, and I don't disapprove of that. However, I don't think he thought far enough ahead to think, well, tomorrow, if he doesn't get to take a shower, how he would feel. I understand that everyone has the right to make their own decisions about when they may want to do anything.
Right.
All I can do is, see, that's the thing. I really don't know what to do, and that's how come I felt defeated.
The dilemma that Donna faced is a common one encountered by staff and one which can lead to an abusive situation. In this case, Donna's need as a staff person to get Gregory to do what he's supposed to do and to do her job led her to act in a manner which Gregory felt was rude and mean. Donna felt she was doing her job, but Gregory felt he was being forced to do something he didn't want to do at that time. While Donna's intent was to help Gregory, the impact on him was negative. Often, staff are faced with the task of getting an individual to do something at a time and pace that is suitable to the staff person. it is essential for staff to remember that an individual's rights should never be compromised to suit the needs of staff.
Our philosophy when working with people with developmental disabilities is to treat people in the way that you and I would want to be treated. How would you feel if you didn't want to take a shower and someone insisted at that moment that you take a shower and they turned off your favorite television program? Although what Donna did was unintentional, her behavior could be viewed as abusive because of the negative impact that it could have on Gregory. Gregory may be thinking, am I capable of making my own choices? Am I able to make my own choices? And it also could affect his self-esteem. If it's an ongoing issue, the fact of Gregory not wanting to take a shower, it is something that we would refer to the treatment team.
Let's see a different approach to handling the situation.
Hey, Gregory, what you doing?
I watch TV.
Oh, okay. Don't you usually take your shower about this time?
Yeah,
Don't you want to go up there and do it, just so that you don't have to worry about it in the morning?
I know. I'm studying much this.
You going to watch that for a little while longer?
Yeah.
Okay, no problem. Hey, Gregory. Still watching TV, huh?
Yeah.
I thought you were going to go upstairs and take your shower. I know how you like to take a shower about now, right?
Yeah, what about now?
If you go up and take a shower now, you don't have to worry about doing it in the morning. I know you have to get up early to go to work.
Yeah, I know that. I still watching Thursday.
You sure?
I'm sure.
Okay.
In this scene, although Donna treated Greg respectfully, he still didn't take a shower. How do you think she handled it this time? Was it okay that Gregory still didn't take a shower? In this situation, Donna encouraged Gregory to take a shower at the time she knows he prefers, but didn't force him to do so. Instead, she presented his options and allowed him to deal with the logical consequences of his behavior. That is, having to shower in the morning when it might be more crowded and hectic. However, even when Donna used a nicer tone, Gregory still didn't shower. Donna spoke about this with her supervisor.
He was watching a TV program and just didn't want to leave the TV. And I gave him a choice, of course, and he chose not to take a shower that day. On a different occasion, when this came up, I was a little bit more aggressive with him and actually got him to take a shower. I had to be, a little bit more stern. My voice had to be a little bit more stern, but he ended up taking a shower. But I just didn't know exactly what to do about the times when he doesn't take a shower, when he's given the choice and he doesn't take a shower.
What's your concern here?
I'm afraid that he will probably exercise his right to not take a shower every night, at the time he usually does.
If Gregory doesn't want to take a shower, it doesn't mean that he will never take a shower. We can't force him. Ultimately, it's Gregory's decision. I think what's the bigger issue is in how you treated Gregory, which is an important part of what we do with the individuals we work with, and allowing him to make his own choice is exactly what we want, and I think that's very important. If it is an ongoing issue, it's something we would refer to the treatment team to come up with some alternative plans for presenting Gregory with some choices. For example, you can watch your favorite show now and take a shower later, or you can take your shower now when it's available and we'll videotape your favorite show. But ultimately, if Gregory doesn't want to take a shower for one day, whose choice is it?
It's his.
Okay. How are you feeling about this?
I think I understand a little better. And at least now I know I have resources, if I feel a certain way, I can always come to you. So.
Great. Great.
How do you feel in a situation in which you are trying to get a person to assume their responsibilities and they will not comply? See if you think this next scene looks like an abusive situation.
So guys, what do you want to do today? Bowling! You want to go bowling? Whoa! Okay. You want to go bowling? Don't you think you should be cleaning up instead of eating? No? You spilled something over there. It's dripping on the floor. Why don't you stop eating? Okay, why don't you stop eating and clean that up right now, okay? All right, here's some paper towels. All right, go.
Is this an abusive situation? Why or why not? This is not considered to be abuse because the staff person used a respectful tone, reminded the person of their responsibility, and did not force the person to clean up. If the person did not clean up the spill, what could the staff person have done? See if you think this next scene is an abusive situation.
Take your sponge, down, around, back.
Hey Buzz, how's it going? You stuck with Idris today, huh?
Yeah, I am. Can you believe it? They put me with him again today.
We all gotta do it, you know? So you making a mess today? You cleaning one up, huh? He made a mess in his pants yesterday.
I'm not surprised. This one really is something.
Yeah.
Today he's doing okay, though. Usually, boy, he can really be a handful.
Well, you're stuck with him today, so whatever Idris does, you gotta deal with it.
Yeah, you're
right,
right.
Idris, huh?
Yeah, it's like I've just stuck with him. They always give me the worst.
Is this an abusive situation? If the person did not understand what was being said about him, how can this be considered abuse? What you saw here is a form of psychological abuse. Even though it appeared that the person did not understand what was being said because of his limited cognitive ability, he still could have been aware of the mocking tone. Most importantly, he was not being treated in a way that most of us would want to be treated. This should be your guiding principle when working with all people who have developmental disabilities. There are situations in which a staff person uses